Yes sir, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. You guys know how we do it, uploading one video a day, taking one request per video, 7 days a week, man. In today's video though, this is a unanimous request from a few people on YouTube. Justin LZT, Wilfredo and Amarado, Sliding 101, and Tyler Gold all want to see streetspeed717's Chevrolet Corvette, man. Now, the reason that I decided to go with this is because I have actually been subscribed to Mike's channel for quite some time, man. I was subscribed to him back when he had the Hellcat. I seen him sell that. I watched him get and build the Duramax. So what I'm thinking we have to do is obviously take this stock Corvette Z06 and see if we can make 800 horsepower with the supercharger. Let's see if we can replicate this build, man. So right off the bat, what we're going to have to do is just pick this beautiful yellow color. Now, this is the color of Mike's streetspeed717. For those of you guys who do not know who I'm talking about, this is the color of his Corvette. Now, on the outside, things are pretty much stock, but it's not until we get under the hood that things really start getting crazy. Now, obviously, we're going to check out our conversions. I just want to look at the engine swaps, V10, V12, the typical Forza BS. This thing already comes supercharged, if I'm not mistaken, so this thing is already an absolute monster. We're not going to do anything to the front bumper or the rear spoiler, since that is pretty much stock. I am, however, going to put a race tire compound on here. Now, people always give me shit when I put race tire compounds on builds where these guys may not have a race tire compound, but Mike did just get some big old drag slicks for the rear end, which he is going to be putting on in the upcoming season. So I figured it would only be right if we upgraded the rear tires with big fat wide tire, as well as add that race tire compound. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Drivetrain wise, everything is stock. This is, I believe, a 6-speed manual transmission vehicle. As far as the suspension goes, I'm going to leave everything stock. I wanted to replicate this build as close as possible. Now, like I said, it's not until we get into the engine bay where things really start taking a turn. Now, since we are looking for 800 horsepower, that's going to translate to 596 kilowatts. Now, what I'm going to do is just start with the supercharger right off of the bat, and we're going to obviously upgrade that. Now, I believe this thing had an upgraded ECU fuel management system. I believe it's running E85. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah, man, we're going to see if we can get that sweet number, which is going to be that 500 and what did I say, 96 horsepower. So let's see. Obviously, intake and exhaust needs to get done. This thing does have a nasty exhaust. We're also going to go ahead and do the valves just to see if we can get this thing inching up to 596. Let's see. Our piston's going to put us way past our mark on that one. So I think this is probably going to have to do. I don't really want to mess with the displacement. I don't want to mess with the camshafts. So I'm thinking that's going to be a modest 800 horsepower build there. So we're going to go ahead and install that setup. Buy with credits, no big deal. Now, since this thing is not really tuned too much, really we can't do anything with it. Alignment, suspension, everything is pretty much stock on this thing. Can't do too much as far as the tuning goes. Now, this is one of those builds where from the looks of it, it's not going to look like very much, but I have a funny feeling that once we get this thing out on the road and take it for a rip, it's going to be a real contender, man. Get a little bit of a sound clip. Got that Horizon wheel spin just waiting for me. Now, for those of you guys who do know, this thing was wrapped with like a crazy, like, I want to, not really rainbow, but it's kind of like a, I don't know, it was a crazy wrap, man. It was referred to like the Super Mario, like when you get the mushroom and you go all crazy colors. And that's really what it looked like. Now that was a temporary thing. Now this thing is back to its usual yellow color. I was contemplating throwing that wrap on here for the build. Oh my god, this guy. Oh my god, okay, we gotta get out of here. I was thinking of putting that wrap on here for the build, but I figured it would only be right since this thing was back to its normal yellow Corvette paint job that... Oh, we're messing up this guy's car. Okay, let's get inside. Let's pretend we're Street Speed doing a little vlog. Let's get a little bit of an idea what he sees when he's inside this thing. Now, just tapping the gas with this 800 horsepower is making the back end spin out. Now, I just noticed this one's a paddle shifter. That's a little bit disappointing, but sounds very nice nonetheless. Oh, man, I am just duffing everything right now. Okay, shall we go for a little turn? Now, as far as this car goes, I do believe that Mike races it every now and then. Doesn't beat the living hell out of it like I am in this game. Like, as you guys can see, I would have already crashed this thing at least like a dozen times. But, I mean, it's Forza. It's a video game. I'm supposed to be having fun, right? But yeah, man. Like, ooh. Handles very nice with that rubber on it. Like, surprisingly well. Revs up insane. Hitting that red line every single time. Looks like the GTR that we built, man. Ferrari, get out of the way. Whoa! So, I mean... There was a video from Rob Ferretti that came out online not too long ago. He said the Corvette is the hands-down best bang for your buck car. And I have to agree, man. The LS motor is absolutely bulletproof. There's a reason why it hasn't changed much in the last 10, 20 years. Is because it's a bulletproof formula. They're cheap to get. They're cheap to you know, do bolt-ons to. And... I mean, the Corvette is, for what it is, a sports car. I don't even think these Z06s, I don't even think these things are over $100,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Z06, maybe, because it's like supercharged, probably. I mean, the naturally aspirated version you might be able to get for a little bit cheaper. But, I mean, you know, you can't really beat it, man. This is a car that's competing with Lamborghinis, Ferraris, on the street, on the track. You know, rear-wheel drive, front-engine platform. You can't beat it, man. So let's get a little bit of a launch here. We're probably going to get rear-ended for stopping in the road. Sorry, Audi guy. Get those back tires just spinning, man. I really like this car. So it's definitely a fast car. It handles surprisingly well. I mean, we did put the race tires on here. Now, I only upgraded the width on the rear tires, which is something that I haven't really dabbled with. Normally, I'd do both the front and the back, but I figured since you got the big drag slicks on the back, it might be appropriate just to do a wider tire on the back. But yeah, man, I think it turned out really nice. Oh, damn. This thing's backfiring like crazy. Those cold starts, man. Those neighbors love you with those cold starts, I gotta tell you. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens in the near future. Now, I know Mike, he switches up his cars every so often. I believe before he had the Hellcat, he had another Corvette. And you know, it's a car guy thing, man. You want to try different cars, you want to have different cars, so you know, so I can totally understand why he is buying different cars as often as he is, man. If I had the financial means to do so, I would definitely, you know, I like variety, man. Who doesn't like variety? But with that being said, I think it's probably time to pull over. This guy, Disloyal Book here, man. You look a little drunk driving there, Disloyal. I don't know, man. Just a little call out there. But for real though, man, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, we are floating on the ground right now. So that is definitely strange. We're going to have to obviously find a different parking spot. That is just not going to work for me. So let's see if we can find a place that's not friggin' haunted. Let's see, what do we got back here? Alright, this'll do, man. We don't need nothing too crazy for a background today. This car is pretty stock, so, you know, just do something nice and simple here. So yeah, man, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the end to this video. As always, if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, definitely check out the Facebook page, man, because we're going to be uploading all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff, photographs, little clips, videos, letting you guys know about auctions as well. So definitely check that out. So yeah, man, with that being said, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the end of this video. So as always, man, if you guys, I already said, like, yeah, I think we already covered all the bases, man. So as always, I'm your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Oh, no! Peace. I mean, recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the racer.